Okay, folks, here is what we're having tonight. It's Brunswick Stew, my style. Now, I can honestly tell you, I've never made this before, so this is something new. But I've heard about it, and I was kind of curious what it is, so I am going to give it a try. Now, I have read that normally, originally anyway, it's made with fresh game like rabbits and squirrels. I don't have any. So, if you do have some, feel free to use it. But we're not going to be using that. We are going to be using instead some hamburger and some chicken thighs. So anyway, here is the recipe that I've kind of conjured up. And we're going to see how good it works. Alright, so we'll be back. Alright, the ingredients for this Brunswick stew is hamburger. Got a pound there. I got a pound of chicken thighs that are thawed out. I've got some barbecue sauce, diced tomatoes, peas, cream style corn, whole potatoes, and a bag of frozen seasoning blend, which is onion, celery, green and red peppers. And then over here we got our seasonings. We got some garlic powder, and you can use either Everglade seasoning or Badia seasoning in place of salt. But if all you have is salt, you can use that too. Some black pepper and some Louisiana hot sauce. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started cooking. Okay, so first things first, we're going to go ahead and cook our chicken. So we're going to cover this with water. And there we go. There we are. And I think I'm going to add some salt to this. Alright. And just a little bit. That's going to help that chicken taste pretty good. And it's going to also help the broth, because we're going to use the broth for other things later in life, okay? Alright, now I'm going to cover this. And we're going to get it cooking. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put that on high. And we're going to cook this until that chicken is done. Alright, so we don't want the juices running bloody. And we want the chicken to be done. And so I think that's probably going to take about 45 minutes or so, okay? We'll be back. Alright, our chicken's done, so I've put it on this plate. And here's our broth. Just turned it off. So I'm going to put that in a container and let it cool. And we're going to let this cool. And then we're going to take this off the bones. Alright, so now to this empty pot that I had after I emptied out the broth and the chicken, I've put in some hamburger. That is the pound of hamburger. And we're going to go ahead and add the seasoning blend from the frozen section. It's not so frozen right now, but it'll still do its job. Okay. Just going to shake it in there. Alright. There's that. And now I'm just going to kind of mix it in like that. Okay. Now we're going to add some Badia seasoning. And we're just going to sprinkle it over the whole top. And we got some garlic powder. Sprinkle it over the whole top. And then some black pepper. Not too much of that. Okay. And we're just going to kind of chop this hamburger up. There we go. And we're going to let this all cook. Break up the hamburger. as it cooks. Well, we don't have big old meatballs because we kind of want this all to be uniform. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to cover this and we're going to let that cook. We'll be back. Okay, our hamburger and onions and peppers and celery are looking pretty good, so we're going to go ahead and add our oh sorry, that steamed y'all up. We're going to go ahead and add the chicken back to this pot. Okay, and now we're going to add all of our canned ingredients. So we got potatoes that I've cut in fourths. Okay, these were canned. Okay, I've got some diced tomatoes. Okay, and I've got some peas. Now, in place of these peas, if you had them on hand, you could use lima beans, which I think is how it's normally made, but I have peas. Okay, and I'm going to add some cream corn to this because I think I want this to just be a little bit thicker than a can of corn would make this. So anyway, that's what I'm using. All right, I've got some barbecue sauce, half a cup, go in. And all this stuff is, of course, to taste, okay? So if you don't like barbecue sauce, use some ketchup. Or don't use any of it, okay? It's all up to you. Maybe a small can of tomato sauce. All right, and I'm trying to get the tag off this hot sauce. Okay. I had forgot to open it for y'all. So, I finally got it. Now, we're just going to kind of go around this pot. Not too much, because we don't want too spicy. Just a little bit. And if you had some of that spicy barbecue sauce, you wouldn't even have to add that. Okay? And now, I'm going to season it with some more badilla. Okay, so I'm just going to sprinkle that over the top. And some more garlic powder. And some more pepper. Alright. There we go, not too much of that. And then I'm going to stir this. And let's see what we got. Because we're going to let this stew for a bit to develop those flavors. Okay. Yeah. Kind of looks stewish. There we are. And there. That looks pretty good. Now I'm going to taste it for seasoning. Boy, that tastes pretty good. A little barbecue-y. Kind of different than what I'm normally used to. A little spicy, not too bad. It tastes great, actually. It does have to cook, but it is pretty thick, as you can see. And it tastes really good. I don't know if this is really how it's supposed to be, but to me, it tastes good. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I don't have squirrels and rabbits though, so. And I don't have any deer or any wild game to put in it. So this is gonna be my version of Brunswick stew. Okay? So I would use lima beans if I had them, just for the heck of it. But I don't, so anyway, you make do with what you got, as long as it kind of resembles what it is that you're trying to make, okay? We'll be back. Alright, I just wanted to show you what it looks like as it's cooking. It's kind of really nice. Look at that. Kind of like a nice vegetable stew. Alright. Look at that. That's a nice stew. Pair that with some bread and butter, a biscuit or some crackers, maybe some cornbread. That'll be a yummy, yummy meal on a cold day. It is kind of cool here. My husband just came in the house and it was cold outside. So he's going to really enjoy this. I hope. We will see. Like I said, we've never had this before. I'm just trying to figure this out. I've never made Brunswick stew, but I've heard about it. So, anyway. Looks like it's cooking up good. Anyway, we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, this is done. So, I'm going to go ahead and get it served up. Okay, and I'll show you what it looks like in a bowl. Alright, here's what it looks like all served up in a bowl. So I'm going to give this bowl to my husband and hope that he enjoys it. And I will write in the comment section what he thinks of it, okay? So anyway, I hope somebody gives it a try and lets me know what they think of it. But for now, we're going to go ahead and eat, and you guys have a great night, okay? Take care. God bless y'all.